I'm going to Buenos Aires time travel part 5. Okay. Last time we left at part. Last time we were going to do the first day of UA. About, oh, wait, I'm not. First day of UA. Ezekiel goes to UA. You goes to UA. Walking the hallways trying to find his classroom. Hmm. Seeing some interesting people along the way. Eventually gets to the classroom. Eventually he finds the classroom door. Is shocked by how large it is. Surprising him. As soon as the door opens, he sees two people already fighting. Or a blue hair hair yelling at Bakugo. He's like, some things never change, do they? As soon a few seconds later, Ida goes to Zuko saying, you, I'm guessing you knew about I guess you knew there was a hidden portion of the exam about it for the hidden recipients. And he says, would we like anything to say no, but he said no. That's what a hero would do, save people. And I did what I had to do. Right behind them, a brown hat, a brown hat girl hugs you from behind, thanking him for saving her. He said, it was no problem. This was a person in a cowboy, a cowboy, stand up and came out of a. He said, it took you 8 seconds to be quiet. Or 2 minutes, whatever that was in the original game. That's not good. In the hero, every second counts. He shows out a uniform, the UA uniform for him, and says, everyone meet me out in the field track, wear the gym uniforms. The first one to leave was Zuko, because he already knew what the heck his I was planning. Knew about this. He went to the locker rooms first and started to change. No one really saw how he looked physically underneath. This is the first one out, waiting for everyone else. He looked at Izuku. You're the first one. You got first place in the entrance exam. So I want you. What's your last time in baseball? Izuku says a little score, but it says a score, but it's not as high as it being canon. I think it's higher than canon. Let's just say that for the softball throw or baseball throw at least for a throw. Some people are doubting him. He says, this time use your quirk. Ezekiel charges up to 15%. It goes up to 20%. Basically putting 20% into his. Basically throwing out throughout his body. Except pushing it close to 20%. Basically hurting his bones but not breaking it. Won't break them at all. And starts charging and throws it. I think it would be basically the cannon score except basically a cannon score except down by 50 points, down by 50 meters at least. Not 50, basically the original, but minus 50. The only reason it's probably because Ezekiel only used a finger in the cannon. Remember that. He did not use his whole hand or arm. But 100% is a lot more power though. There's a lot of power. But that 20% is basically 100% in one. Basically, a finger is basically the finger bit was more or less. Is that what was Johnny Izuku? said, "Why didn't you use it for power?" It says, "If I did that, I would break my whole. I would have to. I would break my arm instead." Is that what it says? Fine. A little bit mad, but understanding that if I break his arm, I'm gonna have to legitimately do the rest of this test after school, and that's more of a hassle than it's worth. It's better to see what he could do at this point, but if he has to legitimately break his arm to use full power, I would rather have him be able to do all the tests at once. It's such a that's at least it's not wasting as much time. It's fine. Just fine, and you're gonna keep doing the task. You're not breaking your arm. I'm going to the same for as usual. Is you placing higher at every event, more or less. Uh, I think you mean even in the race. Event. Oh, I put an N. M. Oh, come on, no. Mm. Come on, no. Ezekiel getting 3.0 seconds in it. And for the grip strength, he breaks it. Also, he would clear the thing. He would get second place in the repeated side test only because Meta was able to use his quirk actually. But for Zuko would basically would have at least 655.3 meters. And he would end up around to at least second place, basically getting everyone one place there. Basically about to go getting angry after this ranking. Then they end with Bakugo having so much anger just from losing all these stuff. And walking out of school, two people approach him. Tet, Ian, Tenya, and Uraka. Asking him some questions, asking him what his quirk is. Izuku says, I don't have one quirk, exactly. They ask him, what do you mean? I have multiple quirks. In total, I have 7 quirks, but I can't use all of them yet. Testing, how do you know this? When I was younger, I got when we got tested, we got tested quirks, and they determined I have more than one quirk. I was able to feel them. I can't use them. I can feel the power, though. They accepted this answer. And you said I only use one quirk today. The rest of the quirks are pretty useful, but they're more or less support. They're more or less actually support quirks, and would work in various situations. But in physical strength, it's not gonna help. They won't help. And no, I'm not gonna. The only works I'm not gonna use in any of these my what ifs are Fajin and the General Clerk, because I don't know how to fuck these two work. They're just on parallel marks. I can do the rest of these easily. I could work with mostly and almost, but the rest of them, I can work with flow. That one's easy as hell. You don't have that one's just no explaining. At that point, they had to bar off because the path split. Izuku asking Hagagu Shimura how close is he able to use his how close is he able to use his quirk yet? Shimura said Huagi Shimura said once you hit at least once you can hit 20% without any problems, then you're gonna be allowed to use my quirk. Cause look, we can't give you all our powers straight away. If we wanted to, we would have probably done that from the straight beginning. The only exception was about Black Whip. But that's because you can easily use the enhancement without dying. If you use it without training, your body would explode if you try using the enhancement. They're going to say that just for the one for all part because they're not going to because it's easier to say. It says, makes a lot more sense. And I basically had that mastered at this point. As soon as Zuko leaves and gets home, he starts doing some more training to increase further his power, how much he could use in one for all. And this is I said one for all because increasing his enhancements allows me to use more of the quirks. He trains up, but unfortunately there's not much he could do. Doing only simple push-ups and doing some weights and that, but they're not really as much. So overnight he was able to unlock 16%. Okay, 15.5 because that's later but too much increase, but it's enough. It's enough. It's noticeable. Izuku is down and literally saddened by this. That he's like saddened that he knows that All Might work out that if he did with All Might would be more effective if he even without the trash. But he has school. He has to work out. He has to really worry about school now, about UA school, because he knows there are more than a simple school stuff to learn. Giving him a little bit giving him a little angry about how much he has to really catch up from how much he originally has to catch up. But before when he's out of training, he really thinks about everything else that what he has to do. Close to the event is Stain, which Izuku says and thinks about like, I can't do Stain. That one's a little. I'm not gonna try to track him down. That has to happen naturally, more or less. Todoroki with his emotional. I can do more. I work more with that with him during the tournament, which is gonna be the easiest. And the next big event, let's see. You wait, forest fire. He's like thinking about. Let's see, but that is also something I really would need to. Oh my! He's like area. I have to save her as soon as possible. I forgot. She has a time clock, so she may remember him. Meanwhile, with Aerie in the similar voice, she says, "Mr. Deku, where are you?" She's like, "He went back in time, so he may have to be working at his quirk again to be so stronger." And she's like, "I know that's not the best option, but once I hit 20 as soon as possible, and when it's weekend, I'm gonna go straight after the Chi or at least get Aerie out of there." I'm not doing this because I want it, because I'm trying to prevent corporation bullets, but I have to. Next day at school, we're still doing normal classes and going to straight away to the battle trial. Same matches, same people, stuff changes. Izuku talks to Yaka, asking what exactly is the quirk, because I did see it yesterday, but I couldn't figure it out, because it had less gravity. I saw it infinitely floating with less gravity, but what exactly is it? I think I could touch. I could basically decrease the gravity to 0. The longer I use it, the longer I use it, my body I throw up. Izuku has not his battle uniform yet. I'm keeping this in mind, guys. I know it would be bullshit to you guys, but his armor, his uniform is too strong to use, or will not be ready at this point. At this time, I do have like. This is going to be amazing. We're going to his current basically. The trial goes not the same. He says, okay, if Bakukasi wants to fight me. Remember, Bakugo still has his personality. Less just not as angry, aggressive. He says, try to find a bomb and try to get around Ida. If he's too distracted, try to avoid getting caught. But don't worry, I'll be there. You're all through. I think you should look at this. I have to usually look at this stuff because I'm not gonna get how this works. As soon as Bakugo hits her, Izuku knows what to do because Bakugo Shikapi style. He basically takes on right hook and slams it into the ground without forgetting to add any power to his punch. Just it would be strong than cannon, but still, you gotta see he's angry. He says, "Yo, okay, Bakugo, it's me and you, but I don't have time to waste." Izuku puts out a little bit of smoke screen out and starts using a bunch of it. Enough that you can see through it, but not hard enough for anyone else without training, having to use it before, having a hard time looking through. Izuku doesn't have as much of a hard time. It has a little hard time, but not as much as Baku would. Izuku had to use it quite before, and he knows everything about it. He knows about it. Using that, and then straight out to going to a 50%, going to a 20% smash. Bakugo. Not giving him basically a rough time for his money, a run for his money. Going kick after kick after kick, throwing a few punches in there, pissing Kaki's off. With him basically saying, you know, my gauntlets, I need so much strength. And Nick was like, nope. And it fixed a wall, not getting him out of the way with the smoke clearing. Vodka's like, where are you? Izuku runs out, black whips him up, slams him through the wall, at the walls, knocking him out. Says, oh god, I forgot. My god, that was too close for comfort. and starts making his way straight to Yoraka. He now breaks the floor, so Yoraka is definitely thinking, but she gets herself caught. In of running, getting by the way, Ezekiel runs in, straight out, turns off the enhancement, black flips Ida, and slams him to the ground, slams him into the wall. Saying, this is gonna be too easy, we're gonna win. Uraka touching the bomb and making them win. Everyone Nakugo wakes up, being angry that he lost. But impressed by Ezekiel's cleverness of using his quirks. That he mentioned he had quirks, but he didn't say exactly what they are. Next day, it says election time. So clear out me. Sorry, I did do another video today, live stream today, which is impressive. But don't forget to like Patreon and make sure we hit a goal of $500. If we go more than that, that'd be great, because it would mean a lot more videos than what I'm doing. Because I'm slowly getting into the hang of one of this. I was able to do a video today. I may have fell asleep, but I slept long enough I needed to. And there was a lot more maintenance today than I needed today, so it was a great time for me. So clear on me, please check my Patreon out. If you like, favorite, share this if you're new.